Elverton. I am the interviewer for the Nation Establishment, and today we will be interviewing Goldfinger, which is a fashion company that our company plans to start partnering with and also promoting their product.
Hello there, I'm Shane of Goldfinger, co-founder and designer, and we'll get started.
So first, can you tell us how you guys came up with the idea for your company / the logo?
Yeah, what happened was we were on the Brooklyn Bridge one day, just fucking around, having fun, and that's when Jerry was like, man, all these damn brands, we can make way better stuff than them. And I was like you draw, Zach, you're mad cool, feels dope. And I was just like, yo, let's just start making some cool shit for the whole culture to evolve and do what they want to do.
So it was something that was spontaneous?
At first, and then I thought it was just a joke, and then Jerry just kept talking about it, and Zach kept talking about it. I'm just like, I think we're really gonna do this. Seems like, I guess we're really gonna start doing it. I better get ready, start drawing shit. And then Jerry was like, hey, Shane, start making some logos. I made like 1,000 of them. I made like 2 pages worth, but they weren't the idea we were going for. And then eventually Sarah did. Shout out to Sarah. Sarah, thank you. You did something I could not do. She made this cool logo. I was just like, that's perfect. She just made this cool ass logo. It was perfect. And I was just like, yeah, forget the drawings I had. This is cool. And then that was the logo wise anyway. And we started doing this thing for putting our finger in the nose because the gold finger, it meant that. And it was pointing up to always go up and be better.
So why does the gold finger mean picking your nose?
Well, because our friend Kadon, he was picking his nose on what was that? The running thing with them. They used to run. I didn't run with them. They were running in college. So they're running and they're taking pictures at the podium or whatever, and he's digging in his nose, and he was just doing what he wanted to do. He didn't care what no one thought. They thought that was awesome, which I think is awesome too. I fucking love Kadon.
Yeah.
And same, so they're like, that's awesome. We should start promoting this more. People just doing what they want to do. Don't care what people say about it.
Wow. So especially with that meaning behind the logo itself, what is your guys' mission with the company? Like, what do you want to tell people that buy your clothes? Or what do you want to pass on to them?
Don't be afraid to do what you do when no one's around. Make it the norm. It's not this everyone calls it weird and stupid or something. You can still do it. Just be yourself.
And who exactly is your guys' target audience?
I think the youth and the weirdos out there. To me anyway, the creatives that are too scared to put their stuff out. People that can have potential but don't actually reach it. That's what audience. That's the audience is for actually.
I'm here with Ashley. She is Goldfinger's women's style specialist, and she will be answering or elaborating on their style and design. So first, would you be able to describe the Goldfinger style for us?
Okay, so originally it's a street urban wear to reach out anybody who can't really afford like all that high fashion, no reason t-shirts, and it's actually affordable, but it's still like dope and stands out, you know? So that's what it is.
And is there any like specific inspiration that goes into like when you guys make your clothing and whatnot, like anything that sticks out?
Well, we always want to stay true to the brand, so obviously we want to stay true to our Goldfinger. What it represents is like, you know, always looking up and always like going forward in what you want to do and pursue as a person. But I also like our creative team because we all have different perspectives and different values, and we try to transition that into our work and what we can like apply it to our clothing and reach out to other people.
Okay, and so also I've learned that Mr. Parker has done a lot of running. So I was wondering, I saw some, like I say that you guys have an athletic tee and I think some athletic socks. Are you guys looking to expand on the like athletic line, or what's with that?
So originally they had a track team, but they still have a track team, up and coming. Hopefully we get that really endorsed soon. But our athletic wear is supposed to transition into like wearing it on the street and then wearing it out there, so because you know you always want lightweight stuff when you're running like and whatnot. Yeah, so like we like that breathable material, but you know we still want to keep it as that's Goldfinger's track club, not just Goldfinger itself. So yeah, that's like one entity of Goldfinger.
So you guys also, what I noticed, had a lot of like reflective or glow in the dark clothing. So is that just something that's like a cool feature, or is that also like another statement type thing?
So that was Zach's idea, which he just like thought about it, and then he was like, you know what, let me see how this looks on a piece. And actually it was pretty dope. We wanted to like related, like make people related to like their old memories of Goosebumps. So we're like, all right, you know what? Let's do this. And then it was just like a specific piece we want to just put out there, like to just give people like flashbacks, like, yo, remember that from back in the day, you know, when I was a kid. But like, yeah, that's just like a statement piece that we just let out.
All right. Okay. Well, thank you very much.
No problem.
And I'm here with Parker, who is also on the team for Goldfinger Fashion, and he will be answering questions about their merchandise for us today. Is there anything you would like to say?
Hi, my name is Parker Ernesto Francois Gold, founder, creator of the beautiful brand you guys know as Goldfinger.
Yes. So first, I must be curious, what is your guys' most in-demand, like, merchandise?
I think it's the dad hats. This is the fact that it can go so many ways, whether you could wear it on like your best day or your worst day, or if like you gotta run some errands, so you pretty much like, all right, let me just dress real fast, and I got a bad hair day, so I'm gonna pretty much throw a hat. So I think our hats is our best sell, because that was the first thing we designed first, and then the people was asking, what are you gonna make next? So, but the hats was like the first aesthetic that we really pushed forward.
Okay, and just because when I was on your website, I realized you guys have like a couple different types of hats. Like, what are the differences between the hats?
So we have low profile hats, which is what's called the dad hat in the Urban brand. Then we have snapbacks. We haven't really put them out yet, but sometimes for pop-ups we have that. We have 6-panel hats. We have bucket hats as well, and then distress hats as well.
Okay, and then like how you said with the snapback, speaking of putting out styles, how often do you guys like create new designs and styles?
We make things like every day, honestly. It's kind of like you wake up in the morning and you're inspired, or you see something and we're like, all right, let me call Shane, let me call Zach, let me call Phil, I want to go make this right now, and then we'll go right away to make it. But it's not necessarily, when we make stuff, we don't actually put it out. We make it, and then we come up with a strategy how we're gonna push it. We don't want to just keep making stuff and then be like, all right, here's this, here's that. So we kind of like play with things, because we want to, the whole point of the brand is to be timeless. You know, we want to be consistent and keep being forward, because it's like if we put everything out now, then that's like when we run out of ideas, like what are we gonna go for, you know?
Do you guys have any designs that are, for instance, seasonal, or how you said that you guys have pop-up shops?
Yeah.
Like, you know, that maybe only come out when you guys have a
Yeah,
pop-up shop or
so
something?
pop-up shops, we try to make things as limited, just because the fact that it's kind of the saying of like, you wish you were here. That's the only way you would have got like certain product that we did. Like when I did the 3M collection that I dropped in September, it was only released for that pop-up shop. We didn't put it online. So if you didn't come to that pop-up shop, that was the only time you can get like the 3M pieces. And then like the hat I'm wearing right now is the one I made last year. It was Gold Vibes Everywhere. And that was only like the summertime purchase. And after that we move forward, and it doesn't exist anymore. And then we just move on to the next stuff. So we try to do things where it's like traditional, like somewhat like of holiday things, or necessary like pop-ups, or if we're doing like vendors and any event similar to that, we try to make it that focus and then move forward to something else.
Trying to keep the inventory fresh.
Always.
Feel it. And so lastly, how often do you guys restock your things that aren't specifically seasonal or pop-up, that like once they go out of stock?
Well, we haven't really done restock. The only thing we're going to do for our upcoming 2-year anniversary, we're gonna release the original first dad hats that we first did back 2 years ago in 2015, where we actually had like certain denim or certain traditional colors. Because when we first created Goldfinger, the first 3 color hats was burgundy, forest green, and black. So we're gonna do something with those 3 colors behind with the original format of how we first did. That'll be like the first kind of restock that we've done, and we're gonna present that for the 2-year anniversary for Goldfinger.
So looking at your guys' website, I see that there are a few items that are out of stock. So is it the type of thing where I should hope for it to be restocked, or should I like, you know, be like, hey, you know, they flush out their things, get new things, should probably check back when something new comes?
Yeah. So the reason why I do that is just the fact of it's 2 ways you can look at it. One, you're like, man, I missed out on product that I should have looked at online, or I should have communicated to find out when this released. And at the same time, and it's like, and the other things like, man, maybe it may restock. And if I do restock, I'm gonna make the announcement. But at the same time, it's like when I put things to sold out, it's like, oh man, I should have jumped on that one. Because you know, when a lot of people shop, they hesitate. They're like, oh, I could wait 2 weeks from now when I get paid, or let me push out the bills first, or handle this responsibility. But I wanted to make it seem like it's like Jordan releases. If you see a Jordan online, you're gonna quick to press the button and buy it. So if not, you're gonna always see that out of stock. So I wanted that whole aesthetic behind, like when you see merchandise that we put out, like we always say, like, all right, we're only making 10 jackets, and it's only gonna be available for 72 hours. After that, it's gone, flush it out. So it's that whole like, damn, I should have pushed the button when I had the opportunity to.
Got it. And in terms of communication and how you guys said like announcements, what is the best way to find out announcements or like information about your company?
So social media is king. So we do everything through the social media. So like I'll go on Instagram Live and announce, hey, we got all this merchandise such and such that's gonna be available. Or I'll go on Facebook Live, I'll go on Twitter, or any social media I can hit, I'll target all of that, and then word of mouth, of course. So I'll make a mass text for all the people that's been dedicated to buy things, and I'll send emails to all our old customers, and even potential new customers have a whole email chain of like, hey, listen, we're gonna release our new spring collection, new fall, such and such. This is when it's gonna be out, and you'll be tuned in.
Okay, and can you tell our audience where to reach you on Instagram?
So Instagram is Goldfinger418. 418 represents the date that we started, April 18th. You can follow me on my personal Instagram, King Parker Gold. It's a public page, so you don't even have to follow. You can look and observe and be inspired. And then you can follow us as well on Twitter, Goldfinger418. You can follow us on Tumblr as well, Goldfinger418. Everything is all 4118, but the website is goldfingernyc.bigcartel.com.
And I'm here with Phil, who is also another part of Goldfinger's incredible team. Anything you'd like to say, Phil?
Sure. I'm Phil Simmons, the CEO of Goldfinger. I got various nicknames, Phil Dollars, Young P. A lot of people know me as different, names and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm Phil, CEO of Goldfinger. My Instagram is YoungP34, Twitter, YoungP34. That's my Facebook, my name, Phil Simmons. So that's where you can find me if you want to see my cool page, on IG or Twitter. I'm a very motivational speaker, so I got type 1 diabetes. So what I try to do is just give back, try to get people to be motivated themselves, because we only live once, we only got one life. So if you could be motivated, just don't waste time. Every day is a blessing, so take that and strive for greatness.
So as a team company, also I've noticed that especially when it comes to arts fields, a lot of people don't really view themselves as their stereotypical position. For instance, like a rapper will be like, I rap, but I'm not a rapper, I'm this, that, the other. What do you guys view yourselves as?
We view ourselves just like as the cool kids. Like when you come to us, you could be able to do anything with us. We're just very cool, we just do everything. Jerry, to Zach, to Shane, to me, we just bring so much to the table. So it's just so cool about us. We have so many talents. So when you ask, when you just see Shane, you're just asking oh, he's an artist. He could do various things. Jerry, he could do various things. And then Zach could do various things. Then me, we just bring so much to the table. So it's just a good thing being around,
People with
yeah.
the same wavelength?
Yeah.
So what's in the future for Goldfinger?
What's in the future, with me, our future, I think we're just gonna be, in 5 years, we're gonna be the biggest brand. 5, 10 years, we can't just put time on things, like Supreme and all these big clothing line brands, it took a long time for them to get big. So we just wanna get stronger and stronger and stronger, and then, as a team, because nothing can happen without the 4 of us. So with the 4 of us and we come as one, we could be the biggest brand. And I just want us to have our own store where we could sell stuff and have stuff in a venue. And then we could host different parties for, have all these kids and various people just come and have a good time. Because that's what I think we're, losing as a city. We're just losing the vibe. We're losing the hype of it. Even DJs, when we go to certain spots, people don't know how to DJ anymore. So what we want to do is open a venue, have our people behind us, and just have make the city even bigger than what it is.